What's up, y'all? This is 10X Generation, and this is my road to $1 billion. So, in the previous video, I talked about how instead of putting 100% of my effort into the business and into myself, like I was doing these past year and a half, I'm going to be getting a regular job. And from one perspective, that sounds like I'm giving up, or that sounds like a call to defeat. But from my perspective, I believe it's definitely a step in the right direction. I do see that things are going to be increasingly more turbulent. We have things like AI, which is going to cause major disruption, is causing major disruption in various fields, especially programming, um, and other fields, and also the different global trade wars that's going on. It's going to cause a lot of instability, and I need to get my base secure. So I went ahead and got a job, and it's nothing but benefits. I spoke about this in the previous video, but it's kind of recession proof. It provides avenues for things that I value, such as health and communal service and all that. And it's kind of a basic job, and I didn't really have any doubts that I was going to get it. So there's that. But um, in the meantime, I'm still going to have a project that I'm working on. I spoke about Neon Arcade, this decentralized cloud gaming platform that I've been procrastinating for releasing. And like I said, I kind of permanently put that on the shelf because it's just I don't. And the things that I've learned from Neon Controller and all the other apps that I've done, all the other businesses, I think it's going to be a black hole for effort. I'm going to put a whole lot of effort in. I'm not going to get much out besides stress. And, I'm not especially passionate about games. And that kind of train of thought got me thinking about what my next project should be. And it kind of sucks that it seems like I'm jumping around, but I'm really not. I've put a lot of effort into Neon Arcade uh, this past year and a half, and it's I don't think it's going to work out. And a part of business and a part of success is knowing when to call it quits, and that's what I'm doing. And I don't see this as a failure because my next idea, the next thing I'm going to do, is I think absolutely tremendous, and I think really has potential to grow, and the pressure isn't there, right? It's not. It's completely different. And I'm also still working on Neon Controller. I'm still working on that, putting out updates, still trying to make that a success because I still really believe that that has the ability to grow into a passive income source and as a like a testing grounds to test different strategies and kind of business operations. And I already have a community for that. It has over 400,000 downloads, and you know things are going up. So I'm not going to give up on that. I'm still going to do that, but it doesn't take that much effort because it's already built. But this next idea that I think is tremendous, it's I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but it has to do with my long-term vision, my goal for like my life, or one of my main goals or main things that I want to give back to society is my own public laboratory. As a kid, I used to tinker a lot. I used to open um, electronics and build radios and build all these cool gadgets. And it was always in the confines of my own room. I was by myself, and when I would go out to share the things that I've made, a lot of people just looked at me with confusion, or they just didn't really understand what I was doing and didn't get the same amount of joy. So I kind of built alone, and I've always wished that I had a community of people who were deeply passionate about building and creating and exploring the rules of kind of nature to build things that seem magical. I've always wanted a community like that. And one of my long-term goals, like I said, was to have a public laboratory where people can go and build things, and the entire thing is free. So people from different socioeconomic kind of positions can come in, and because intelligence, creativity, all these things don't really line up with some of these political kind of divisions. So allowing those from all different types of backgrounds to come in and build stuff, and the entire thing will be paid for by the creativity, because it's also going to be an accelerator. So when you build something amazing, we'll help you turn it into a real company, and we'll take a portion of those profits or a portion of the company and feed that back in to the community, so that it becomes self-sustained. That's my long-term goal. I wanted to do this by like 40 or 50, just because I'll be older and wiser and I'll have the experience of building a huge company. But truthfully, that standpoint is a standpoint, I was thinking about this, as a standpoint of arrogance, as if I need to know how to do it. I need to know how to, not only create the things, but also turn into a company. I made it about me, which is faulty, because it requires me to have made the company, made the thing, did the thing, in order for me to share it, when that's not actually what's supposed to be. I'm not necessarily going to be the teacher. I just want to kind of provide this to the world, and the teachings, the lessons, all those things are going to be coming from the community. So it kind of gets rid of the requirement of having had all these business experiences and having all these things that I've done, because I'm just providing the platform. And others can come in and give their expertise, and it's going to be much better than what I can personally provide. And I say all that to say that my laboratories, as public laboratories, I'm setting the seeds of that now. I don't have the money to build a facility. I can't do that yet, and I don't have a community yet. So what I'm doing now is just creating that community. I already have the ability to create websites. I have communities for other things that I've made. This is kind of a community. It's not, I haven't developed it as much as I could, but this is a community. I know how to build a community. I know how to build websites. So what I'm doing, kind of part-time, so I'm working at the laborer, but when I come home, I'm going to be building my community where people can, it'll be like a center, a social media for inventors and the creator types, so that they can create things and share it and have friends and really connect with people who care about building and how the world kind of works, and creating things that help others, or create things that just are cool, like just a creative type of expression. And I'm going to be building that out so that this community can be built. So when I get to the place, or when it gets to the place where it can become physical, I won't be scrambling for people to join. I will already have, and it's not even about me, but there will already be a group of people who are already invested in this idea. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I already have the name. I'm building out the website now. I have a couple of screens, and I'm building that out. And I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to do it well. I'm going to do it properly. I'm going to do it thoughtfully, and I'm not going to rush it. And that's part of the beauty of doing of having my money associated with something else, because I can do this properly. I can do this with the vision in mind, without thinking about, oh, how am I going to make money? How am I going to appease this particular person? How I'm going to, it's just about creating the dream. So that's basically where I'm at. I don't know how, I think I'll still give updates on Neon Controller, but I'm not going to give too many updates on this until after it's released, which may take a while. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at. What's going on? Creating this community of people who like to build, like to create, yeah. So that's basically where I'm at. And yeah, that's really it. So thank you all so much for watching. This is 10X Generation, and I'll see you guys next time.